Stream cutout. There we go. Hold on. Mm, thank you, thank you. It's fine if I do that, but not if I do that. What the hell's a good text color? Purple? Hold on. I feel like white is good, but I need it to have a it's not bad. Because I always realize that I can't see you guys. That's not bad. But I still can't see you guys. I might as well just do the boxed, and then we'll go to 24. It's not terrible. I need to make it darker though. Can I make it darker? I Guess I can't really make it any darker, huh? Whatever. That's fine. Good enough. Alright, anyways. What the fuck was I doing? Data icons. Banana acorn sandwich test. I don't know about that. I do hear that acorn pancakes are pretty good, though. Which is a super weird thing to say, but acorns are actually edible. They're just very, very dry. And they're pretty bitter. Yeah, people eat all kinds of things. Sand cube. I still have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna eat. Guess I'll figure it out when I go to the store. You should have no references, right? That's right. I can just go to. I'll minimize you. Loving the live stream. What's behind the modding of Genesis to make things function seamlessly, like looking past the fence in the neighbor's lawn, but finding it to be less green than yours. Yeah. Yep. Glad you enjoy it. Um, pretty. I don't want to say pretty soon, but soon-ish here. I'll probably have more people uploading to YouTube and stuff like that. We'll see how that goes. I know Boron said he doesn't want to create a new channel, so he'll likely end up just using Genesis. Um, I don't know what Tread wants to do. Tread Lightly, the author of UWE. So you guys will have a bunch of content, a bunch of different form factors to watch stuff, and Kenshi related, modding related. Um, Boron is a dope ass dude. He messaged me while I was on break and showed me this. So a while back, we were talking about adding more. Well, you can see him. We were talking about adding assets from free free assets. And Boron eventually was just like, nah, fuck it, I'll just do it my own. Um, so the general idea, from what I understand, um, is that Boron wants a functioning interior. And this will likely be a wrecked ship, but it'll be a functioning wrecked ship, unlike the barges. So it'll be a good asset to have, and it'll be like a base. Blackbeard pirates making a ship like those guys in Mad Max. Yeah. Yeah. Boron is working on a secondary asset, which is what he was talking about earlier in game. Actually, wait, hold on. He kept talking about the high fort. He kept forgetting the name of it. That will be a sea base. I don't know what he's going to use it for, but I know that I'm going to use it for pirates and expanding some of the, because we have the lagoon platform, which is most definitely a lagoon platform. So for us, if we want to expand players and push them to exploring the sea outside of the Kenshi continent, we want to give a reason for players to go there, but we also need a stable ground. And short of building fake islands and stuff like that, which will have their own problems, it's better to do stuff like floating ships and floating sea forts and or large sea forts that can hold up or reference what I'm talking about. From uh, from Mech and Mechanica. From Mechanica. High Fort. Mm, 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 mm. So Mechanica was working on this. This is the High Fort. I think he was going to make this into a larger building with a windmill on top. It was going to snap to the top. Uh, there's these wooden shacks in Kenshi that you see all over the place, especially outside of the UC. But this is what I'm talking about, the High Fort. He was also doing something with the Gate 5s, but I don't remember. And then this is large temple. I forget what this is called. But basically, this will be a fort. It'll be a very large building. And it'll be out at sea. I think Boron said he wants to make it a dungeon, so it'll probably be pretty fucking big. Yeah, Boron bounces from one project to another really, really fucking fast. Like those so high assets I gave him. I think it took him like 6 hours to do the larger ones, and like a majority of the smaller ones. So all the progress you're seeing on them now, can the water level be nulled? No, you cannot. Well, I don't want to say you cannot, but I don't think you can mess with the water level. It would affect how everything in Kenshi, all the rivers. So if you don't know, the rivers are not separate water features. The um, so all water features are not separate water features. They're all part of the same water level. I have something stuck in my throat. No, you can. That's what I'm saying. You can't do anything locally. The water level is all one level. It's all the ocean. So the water you see that's in Awkward Pride is just the ocean, but it's colored differently because that's how it's set up texture wise. It's all one long piece of ocean, and that's how you get the dips and bends and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think there's a single unique water feature in all of Kenshi. This is the kind of work that I like doing, just like blasting fucking music in my ears. I know Boron said I could do like a replacement or something like that, but in all honesty, I don't mind doing this. I just know that Boron moves really fast on his projects. Much, much faster than I do. But I also like to plan things. Um, See, I did ask Craig this, the newest, not newest, but he's one of the newer Kenshi developers, if he could add rejects conditions to um, the FCS. If I could replace things with rejects instead of just searching with rejects, um, boy, that would. So rejects, if you don't know, is basically it's like it's a way to search or code with. I can actually show you guys. This is rejects. So basically, this is Genesis server guild ID, and then it applies different commands. So it applies prefix. Let me see, not capital or capitalize. Capitalize doesn't matter. Prefix, server ID. I don't remember what that means. And then these are the commands that it can run. And I forgot what this part is. But same thing here. So capitalization doesn't matter. Prefix, server ID. These are the commands that it runs. These are the secondary command settings that can run. Like almost all of Yag's Cyberbeep's commands are rejects. Like this will automatically spit out a like if I do channel name, um, this rejects is actually broken. The change names. If you haven't noticed, it's been colorless general. It's supposed to change every hour. Um, anyways, so if I could do that in the FCS, I would basically just be like, um, if pathing is mods, food expansion, icons, replaced with data icons. Um, and I think Boron said I could do a manual replace all in one go under field, set field. But if I could do rejects, then I know that I wouldn't have to go back and double check that the FCS did it right. I would just create a rejects line and then input it which would speed things up very quickly. On stream. By the way, if you don't know, Kindred is the one who's doing all the performance mods and stuff like that. Um, right now, he's doing. Fuck if I know. I don't know. He's fucking smarter than me. He's doing like texture. He's changing how the texture shaders and rendering pipeline work in Kenshi, and he's also changing the calculations behind the scene, which is the effects that you saw today. And as it turns out, those changes allow for seriously, my throat is so fucking scratchy. Christ almighty. Sound like a southern person. Ew. Fried human skin. Um, Basically changes how everything renders and stuff like that. I've actually got water. I think it's just because especially after the weekends, I don't really say much when I'm playing games. Like I've been playing the Witcher 3 um la- this past weekend, Saturday, Sunday that just passed. Um and so I actually forgot that Hade was an artist. I'll have to change that. But yeah, I don't. Whenever I'm playing a game, unless it's like Warframe or something like that, um, I tend not to talk a lot. When I'm modding, it's a lot easier because I already know what I'm gonna do, so it's a lot easier for me to just multitask. My mind is set on doing, this while I'm answering questions or reading chat or something like that. Um, but while I'm playing games, I typically like to focus on the game unless, something important comes up. Um, and so I don't try and narrate over the gameplay mostly because I just like playing the game. I'm being real, it takes a special kind of person to be a YouTuber that talks over games. Like the content of the game itself, I think is great, but I feel like most people, how would I put this? When you're playing a game, you have an inner monologue, right? So some people that inner monologue is fun to watch, especially if they vocalize it. Like that's what makes a good YouTuber. But the one thing that I would say about me is that I tend to not have an inner monologue. I just kind of tend to have outbursts of expression when I'm playing games. I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking funny. You know what I mean? Um, Not to mention, I don't have highly edited videos. Um, Nor do I ever really think that I will. Um, but basically, what it comes down to, how many fucking more do I have to go? 20 more. Um, I think one day I'll have some edited content, but I don't think I'll ever do games super edited. Um, I might do like 30-minute episodes of something, break it down, and the only real issue I see with that is like if I'm recording something, like I don't want to constantly go. Hold on, let me just block you guys out. I don't want to constantly go. You know what I mean? Like when I play something, I want to play. I don't want to play because, um, yeah, I don't want to play because uh, I have to put content out. Right? If I'm playing and I have to put content out, it's going to be a stream. I'm going to have a recording as a backup, and it's going to be a 6 hour fucking stream where I just play. And while I'm playing, I hang out with you guys and vibe. But one thing I don't want to do is, uh, you know, hit stop recording 30 minutes after playing something because I did one quest and, something like that. And I'm like, then I have to hit recording again and be like, hey guys, what's up, YouTube? You know, like, comment, and subscribe every 30 minutes. That's fucking annoying. I just want to play a game and vibe. You know what I mean? Um, oh yeah, I realized you guys couldn't see what I was doing. So, um, what I was talking about is I don't want to hit like stop recording and then just start it up again. um, so I'll put the VODs up on YouTube, and if people watch them, cool. If people don't watch them, also cool. Um, most of the YouTube VODs. So I will say this: most of the community, I feel like, subscribed over time, which is good. So if I go to YouTube, like if I go to my content channel and I go to my analytics, um, most of my stuff was not really watched for a while. Um, so like some of these were like one view, two view, and then if I go to my content, um, this is basically what happens. So I'll get a couple views, and then I'll get a couple views, and then I'll get a couple views, and a couple more views, and they just constantly add on. Um, so if you guys aren't um, subscribed to the YouTube, um, but anyways, and I'm not doing this to get rich or whatever. I'm doing this mostly because I want to start a business that can support my community. First and foremost, if people want let's say Melly, you become a super successful streamer, right? I want you to turn around and be like, "Hey, Genesis, can you give me like an icon pack? Um, I'll pay $60." There should never be a point in time where I want someone to go, um, "Yeah, let me trust this random fucking person on the internet, right? Let me go to Fiverr. Let me trust this random person. I don't know if shit'll ever get done. Um, I don't want to alienate my community like that and just leave them hanging, especially when I have the facilities already, the people and stuff like that. And then if that comes down to something like, Melly becomes a super successful streamer, um, Melly will be able to go, hey, um, we can, recommend the Genesis website because I know all of their artists personally. You know what I mean? Um, and I feel like that'll help content creators with their production value. They'll have icons and art to throw up on the screen and stuff like that. And then you'll also have, um, the artists who are being paid for stuff. Um, so, See, this is so if you don't know Wakigawa, he is actually he was just an amateur artist. Oh, I'm not too worried about it. Um it's definitely just a scratchy throat, and I suspect it's because of the weather. Um but it's funny because Wakigawa here didn't um I mean he's been on the server forever. That's why he has the alpha tester role. But he didn't really do too much originally. He I think he helped out a little bit with the world building and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden he comes back and he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do animations. I want people to be able to like come up in the modding channel and like, hey, how the fuck do I do this? You know what I mean? And immediately get an answer that they're looking for. Even if it's a long, drawn out 50, step process. Um, I want people to be able to collaborate together. Right, Genesis, merge, food expansion. Shit, do I have to? I think I. Okay, so I want to add in radiant food. Let's see, food expansion. Check all. Merge, close, save. Yeah, I'm not necessarily too worried about talking my voice away. All right, so now we'll go to